Hello, everybody. We're just going to wait a little bit. Hey, welcome in. I'm going to wait just a little bit till a couple of more people log in. This is going to be some good stuff tonight. Uh, then I had no idea and I wasn't expecting to come on tonight, but you know, when the Most High God calls you to give a message, you give a message. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to let y'all listen to my new favorite song. It's Yame. He's a French artist, and it just touches my soul. So I don't know if you can hear it or not, but I'm going to be starting here just a minute. Hey, Lance. Welcome in. Welcome in. This is going to be, this is an urgent message to the 144,000. So today, I knew I had a message to give. And so I took some time to ask the Most High, obviously, what is the message that you want me to give to your people today? I want it to be a timely message. And to my surprise, the message was return your heart fully to me. So at this time in this season, what I saw from the message was I saw sand. I didn't see any water. And there was a line right down the middle. It's like a line, like they're getting ready to put a pipe in the sand, right? And the message was saying that it's time for you to decide which side you're going to be on. We no longer are able to walk down the middle of the road in a safe spot. You pick the side of righteousness or you pick the side of demonic activity. And it's all based on your actions and your deeds. And if you don't decide, the decision will be made for you. And you're going to have to stand on whatever decision you make. Wonderful. I'm so glad you're here. This is the time we've been waiting for, y'all. It's a beautiful time, but at the same time, it is a crushing time. And nobody wanted it to get here, but everybody wanted it to get here. We're living in the age of the dichotomy. You want it real bad, but you know what comes with everything that's going on in the world right now. So for everybody who's in the sound of my voice, make your decision known. You stand on on what you decide. You can't walk down the middle of the road anymore. As we are moving and you make your decisions and you are firm in your decision, whatever comes what may, this is the time. We're ready to go home. We're ready to get into the new earth. We're ready for what we've been promised, right? So, y'all, I apologize. My iPad is doing some things, so I got to work with my phone. So just bear with me, please. Now, once we decide what it is, whose side we're going to be on, then it's time to get the work done. It's time for you to bring your gifts and talents and put them in the earth, because we're grounding in the new earth at this time with the good energy that's going to raise the frequency. I have chill bumps all in my head, so I want to be balanced in this, but I want to just go hard for it because this is what we've been waiting for. Now, if you are a poet, if you are a musician, if you are an artist of any type, if you are a philosopher, if you are an intellect, if you are a homemaker, whatever it is you do that is beautiful and lovely, it's time to do it now. Get on YouTube, get on Instagram, whatever it is you do within yourself. Now it's time to share it with the world with high frequency. as you do it, when you do it from a place of love because we're grounding in love. Love is the heart chakra, right? The heart chakra is where the love frequency comes from. And so that's where I'm going tonight. People are wondering, where do I stand? Have I done too much that I can't choose God? This is a beautiful thing about God. He is saying now, make your decisions and make your choices, repent and follow him. This is like, and I said, Lord, what if they did some bad things? He said they can make a decision. You make your decision, you stand in it, and you walk. And what he told me is he said, pick yourself up and walk. Leave the old things behind. Old things have passed away. All things have become new. We're walking into the new life. We're walking into the new world. We're leaving shame. We're leaving unforgiveness. Forgive everybody that did anything to you. We don't have no issues with nobody unless they have an issue with us. But at this point in time, we're moving forward. We're leaving the old behind. We don't want no parts of that no more. It's old, it's crumbling, it's dying. Let's look forward. Where we going, what we building, what we're creating. How are we strategizing? That's the season that we're in now. We keep walking. Although we know everything behind us is crumbling, we keep walking. We look forward to the promised land. We keep our eye on the promise. We keep our eye on what it is that God has placed in our hearts. So the tribulation started 2023. It's a 7-year tribulation to 2030. Today, this is the first year of the tribulation. In a couple of days, in 2024, we're going to be in the second year of the tribulation. So now it's time to ground and root ourselves in our gifts, talents, and abilities. And I know that they can be difficult a lot of times because we're still dealing with old stuff. It's time to let all the old stuff go, no matter what it is. Let it go. We don't have time no more. We played in the things that have held us up too long. Now it's time to move forward. So for the folks that say, I don't know what my purpose is, you don't have to start there. You don't have to start at the end to start. Follow your desires. Follow the things that you love. If you like to draw, start drawing. If you like to cook, start cooking. And infuse the love that you want to have in the new world. We want to ground it. See, this is not only for us. This is for those that come behind us. We don't want to leave them with the mess that we coming out of, and I won't even talk about it because it's gonna get bad, like real bad. And so on my Instagram page and even on my page, I started a year or two ago sharing with you about the things that are going on behind the veil that people don't know about. Now it's here. Like, we're going to start before the new year. It's going to be some more things that's going to come out. And don't get caught up in the sensationalism of it, the sensationalism of what's going on. Keep your eye on the prize because it is our energy. It is our frequency that creates. And we want to intentionally create the life that we came here to live. And that's the life that we agreed with the Most High God and contractually agreed before we came to the earth. So now is our time. For those who thought that they missed their turn and they wondering, when is my ship going to come? When is it going to be my turn? It's your turn. It's time to share with the world your gift. So I continue to meditate with the Most High God, and He sent me to Joshua 1:19. Be strong in the Lord and His might. Be courageous. We're going to have to be courageous. It's our turn. If God is for you, who can be against you? Nobody. Nobody. And the second scripture is 2 Corinthians 6 and 7. Separate yourself from the world. When you get to this point of making your decision, you must separate yourself from things that do not serve your highest and greatest good. Because you have to understand this is a spiritual war. If you hanging out with the ops, like what happens? It's not good for you. So these are some very difficult decisions that we all will have to make. I made my decisions a long time ago, but everybody's gonna have to make their own decisions on what they're gonna have to cut out, because you're gonna have to sacrifice some things. And family and friends and things are gonna have to be sacrificed. Sorry, guys. So a lot of things are gonna have to be sacrificed. Yeah. Righteousness has gotten a really bad rap, but I'm going to tell y'all something about righteousness. Righteousness is you have a clear conscience. So when things like this start going down, you not nervous because you have some dirt that might come out, because the dirt is coming out. It's just coming out. And we don't want to be on that side. Righteousness is a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing because you don't have to worry, you don't have to fret, and you don't have to fear of what's going to come out. Now, if you have done some things, there's one thing to do some things to make some mistakes, but it's another thing to make patterns and behaviors of these things, right? We're not perfect. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying you have to be perfect, but it sure does have to be balanced, baby. Um, so, like I mentioned, it's time to move, create, build, strategize on what it is you're bringing to the new earth, what it is we're going to ground into the new earth, right? Um, there's going to be a lot of decisions to be made, and make those decisions in a way that is balanced. Consciously make the decisions and not quickly making decisions before you think them out. We think about what we want from the beginning, and we think about what it's going to end up like. Make the decisions in between that's going to take you to the vision that's in your future, but it's actually now, based on what you do every day. Okay. And so, one of the questions that I got asked when I done a video on chosen ones, they said, how do you know if you're a chosen one? So this is where I am. How do you know if you're a chosen one? And the way that I'm going to share how you know that you're a chosen one is through the chakra system, right? The chakra system, we have seven main chakras that goes, up and down the vertebrae. And it's going to start with the root chakra, which is the bottom of your feet, okay, to the midpoint of your thigh. That is going to focus on things that you need for survival. Do you have a place to stay? Do you have a safe place to? You have food to eat? Do you have water? Do you have clothing? That is your root chakra. Do you have the basic necessities to live? Okay, that's the first chakra that you want to make sure is firm. And then we're going to start building from that. So you can determine where you are, and you can tell what chakras you need to work on. Don't have any issues if you have to start at the root chakra, because we always want our foundation firm, right? So if you are in a position, in a situation where you're living with somebody, that's where you have to start. There's no shame in that. There's none of that negative emotions. We're not doing those no more. We're staying at a 0 point balance. We're going to stay balanced. We're not going to be sad. We're not going to be too happy, because we know that's where the enemy can creep in. If you're too sad and you're depressed, he can creep in through your mind. And if you're too happy when something don't go right, and it bumps you down, he can creep in. So we want to stay at the 0 point. We want to be content in all things, right? We're going to be content. We're going to be grateful. for where we are. And we're not going to focus on everything that's going on. We're going to be aware of what's going on. We're going to understand what's going on. We're going to hear different aspects of what's going on. And we're going to use our mind and we're going to use our heart. And they're going to be in sometimes I say things and I know how to say them, but they just don't come out right. They have to be in cohesiveness, your brain and your heart. And then you make decisions about what's being said to you. Don't listen. And when I say don't, y'all can do whatever you want to do. But you don't want to listen to what everybody is saying. You want to make these decisions based off of your mind and your heart. What is the discernment telling you about this situation? Because we can't listen to everything. Now is the time that we are honing into our heart and we're listening to the God within. No conflict. No, we don't want to be in conflict and think one thing in our mind and think another thing in our heart. That's a double-minded, unstable person, and you can't receive any answers or anything from God. So you want to be these two to be in alignment so that you can have the peace that you need, right? So the first chakra is the root chakra. We want to make sure we have our basic needs met. So if you have your root chakra, your basic needs met, we're going to go up to the next chakra, which is the sacral chakra. This one right here. This one right here. I can sit here and talk to y'all about this one right here for a long time because your sacral chakra is going to hold your creativity, your life force energy. It's going to hold so much. Why would you want to go and share it with the world? It is beyond me. Because what you're doing is you're giving somebody else your inheritance. The sacral chakra is the creativity. You create from that place. Why would you want to give it to this one and give it to this one and give it to this one and give it to this one? When you want to hold it for yourself because it's your inheritance. When you are giving your those fluids, you are giving away your life force energy. So if you are giving away your life force energy, you got to start there. If your foundation, more than likely, if you're giving away your life force energy like that, your root chakra is not intact. So you need to start back at the root chakra. Your sacral chakra, you want to protect that chakra. And this is if you want to ascend. This is only to the 144,000. The mind, the heart, and peace. Namaste, Lance. Namaste. And congratulations, by the way. Congratulations. I was online. Very well deserved. So the sacral chakra. We want to keep our jewels to ourselves. You got to be able to have some willpower and discipline about ourselves, right? This message is to only the 144,000. This is not to anybody else. This is to the people that are ready to ascend, that are ready to move forward, that are ready to experience something different. This is for the people who's ready for soul ascension. Do you know how to use your sexual energy when it comes up? Right? When that sexual energy comes up, go create something. Go use your hands. Go put this up. Go do something to create. Right? Instead of just freely giving it away like it has no value. No, we want to use our sexual energy in a way that takes us to where we want to go. We want to go deeper into ourselves so we can create something that we never thought we could create. That's how you use it. When you have that sexual energy, you don't want to feel ashamed. And if you do feel ashamed, there's work that needs to be done in that area. None of this is about soul ascension. See, I told y'all, soul ascension. We're not dealing in shame and fear and taboo subjects. The taboo subjects is a reason we in this place now. People don't want to talk about, what do I do when I'm single and I haven't had sex in 6 years or whatever. Use that sexual energy to create. So when the time comes for your partner to come, you will have created heaven on earth for yourself, and they would have created it the same thing. And you come together and you now live heaven on earth with your partner. We want to use this time to build, whether you get a partner or whether you don't. Right? Okay, so your sacral chakra. Let's have sexual discipline. When you have the energy that you want to connect with somebody in that way, connect with yourself intimately and find that thing that makes you feel euphoric, whether it's writing, whether it's coloring, whether it's creating, whatever it is, it could be so many things, cooking, singing, dancing. Use that energy. And when you are dancing and you have your music going on, you're creating another universe where there's a higher vibration. And when there's a higher vibration, you can create, and then you can jump to that parallel universe after you've created. If you do this 6 months, and then you can jump to that universe and create, right? Quantum jumping, that is. So the solar plexus, I'm going to put a picture of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which is called self-actualization. It's 7 layers. It's a pyramid. The foundation being the root chakra all the way to the crown chakra. When you get to the crown chakra, you get to self-actualization, meaning that you've overcome the shortcomings of this world and you've learned how to discipline yourself in order to create the life of your dreams, in order to bring heaven to earth, right? So the next chakra is the solar plexus. It's located right at your sternum, at the top of your sternum, like 6 inches above your navel. This is where your this is where your willpower sits. This is where you use your intellect and you use your will to bring something from an energetic place into another realm. You This is where you have your thoughts and your ideas and your visualizations and your dreams, and then you use the energy of your intellect and your body to bring it into fruition and to give birth to it. That's where your power is. And this is where I had challenges because of the spiritual attacks I've been under all of my life. They bound me in the area of my solar plexus so that I wouldn't have the willpower. I wouldn't be able to connect those two. So when we're not able to move forward, there's a reason and there's a way out. There's a way to do it. Thank y'all for being so active in chat. I absolutely love it. I'm so glad y'all are here. I really appreciate you. So if you find that you have challenges creating, bringing something from the unseen realm to the seen realm, a lot of times this is where you're going to need to do the work, a lot of work in your solar plexus. But if you're not sure, just start at the root chakra and work your way up. And so what I will be doing is when I come on live, we're going to talk about tomorrow, we're going to talk about the root chakra. We're going to go into a deeper understanding of the root chakra. We're going to have affirmations for the root chakra. We're going to have yoga poses for the root chakra. We're going to activate these areas so that we can now walk in the dominion and the power that we were called to walk in. Before some people before some people used our own power against us. And I'm sure I've gone over this in other videos. So go check out some other videos. So after the solar plexus chakra, I didn't write it down. It's the heart chakra. The heart chakra is green. I have green lights in my room because I want to emanate the energy of love around us. Because the heart chakra is where you're going to pass from low vibratory people to a higher vibratory of people. People who have chosen to walk in a demonic route, they can't get higher than the root chakra and the sacral chakra. That's high as they can get. And if you're able to get to the heart chakra, you have removed yourself out of the enemy energy of those that can do you harm. Right? They can throw the daggers, but they're not going to stick because y'all are in different dimensions. Y'all are in different realms, even though you're in the same earth. Y'all are in different universes, even though someone can log on and see me. Their arrows, those darts, those evil eyes can only go as far as they are. If they're in the root chakra, it might hit my Achilles heel. And I might feel it, I might not, but it's not going to affect me, right? Lance said the heart has its own mind, the inner mind. There's three minds: your mind, your heart, and your gut. Listen to them. So the heart chakra. This is where, we have compassion for humanity. This is where we have empathy or sympathy for humanity. This is where we separate ourselves from the world. This is where we forgive those who trespassed against us. This is where, if we are low on energy, we choose not to give our energy away because we understand that if I don't have what I need, I can't pour out into somebody else. And that has been the culture that we've lived in for so long, to continually pour into somebody else's cup and leaving us empty. We're not doing that no more. No more. If I'm not all the way full and somebody is calling me for something, or if somebody is pulling on my energy in some kind of way, this is just not a good time. I'll get back with you, right? This is where we put ourselves first. But at the same time, if we have more than enough to give, let's pour into somebody else's cup, right? And that's the whole point of staying balanced. So when somebody does cross our path and they need that energy, because we have to be honest now, we live in a dome that some people need other people's energy to move forward. And we're not going to give from an empty cup anymore. We're going to make sure our own cups are running over. So when we do give, we have more than enough. Now, how do you have a full glass? By doing spiritual practices, by going into shadow work and dealing with things that have hurt you in the past, dealing with those broken issues, dealing with generational curses. No, it's not easy, but at some point you have to deal with them. Otherwise, you stay in the loop. The goal is to jump out of the loop. How do you jump out of the loop? Recognize where you are. This is my way. There are a lot of different ways that you can do this, but this is the way that I'm going to share. Recognize where you are on Maslow's hierarchy of needs. If you're at the root chakra, that's nothing to be ashamed of. We're moving into the new world. This is the time to work on it. You start at the root chakra and you work your way up. Build a firm foundation. There's a lot of times that I've heard build a firm foundation. I just didn't understand how to do it. Now I understand what worked for me and how to do it. And that's what I'm sharing to you guys. How to build that firm foundation. how to control your sexual urges, how to utilize your willpower to create the life that you want, the life that we're required to create in order to get to the new earth. The only way you're going to get to the new earth is you got to have something to give. There's not going to be any leeches, or what do they call it? Leeches. Are you just sucking up other people's stuff? No, we're generating things for the world, but we're starting with us. What is it we want to share with the world? It's something new. It's something different. The time is now. The world is your stage. How are you going to present yourself? How are you going to share your message? It's up to you. Okay. The heart chakra. So the heart chakra is part of the split. Remember I said I saw that line in the sand. Which side are you going to choose? This is where the heart chakra is. It's going to be based on your heart chakra. If you choose to stand with the Most High God and do those things which He commands us to do, then your heart has to be open. So many people have closed their hearts because everybody talking about the bag. I love the bag just as well as the next person, but if I'm not having soul evolution, I'm not interested in the bag. I need to evolve my soul. I need to evolve my soul. Okay. So after the heart chakra, it is the third eye. The third eye. That is being able to use your intuition and the connection that you have with the Most High God to get the secret messages that are given to us. I call them downloads. But recently, I've learned that it's not only downloads, it's in our DNA. So with these exercises that I'm going to be sharing with you guys, clearing your chakra system, making sure it's turning, cleaning up our energetic fields, ways of, taking spiritual baths and spiritual showers to cleanse our aura of low vibratory vampiric energies. Soul ascension takes work, but it's so fulfilling because you are nurturing your soul, you're nurturing the relationship that you have with the Most High God. And if there's something blocking you, whether it's a low vibratory energy that somebody's sending your way so that you can't get the things, because we are moving into a different world. It's not just about verbal communication anymore. Like, for instance, Lance, he could share some things with you based on his gifts and talents and abilities because he's honed those gifts. This is what we're being called to do, right? And to share those gifts that people never really wanted to talk about because nobody really understood them. And when people make these things taboo, people move away from them. But that's the way the beast system wants it to work, so that we don't connect with our soul and spirit and Most High God in that way. So the third eye. And now we come to the crown chakra. The crown chakra. Lance, I would love for you to come on the show and interview. Would you be open to that? Let me know. My email is chemistry2332@gmail.com. Please send me an email. I'd love to have you on the show. And the no LOL. I'm just kidding, Lance. So the crown chakra. This is where we connect with the Most High God. One of the ways, right? You're super shy. Okay. Well, maybe we'll schedule a show. I don't know. I don't know. You just have some amazing gifts that I've noticed. And, you know, so the crown chakra. We're going to do meditations on, uh, like I said, cleansing the chakras as well as, different exercises. Very fun exercises. I really enjoy them. Um, but this is a time of great healing, our soul, our mind, our emotions, um, and really focusing on what we want to build into the new earth. We get to build anything we want that's righteous and high vibratory. What do we want to share with the next 7 generations, right? Do we want to create cartoons that teach children about the chakra system? Do we want to make comic books? What are we going to create? I'm so excited to see and hear what we're going to create and what we're going to build into the new earth. So I believe that this is what I have for you guys today. I want to let you know I appreciate you. I send you all goodness and moving into 2024. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for 2024 and how we're going to move forward. And I send my prayers to all of you. I'm going to be back on tomorrow. I'm going to go deeper into the root chakra. I'm going to share some affirmations. I may even, what is today? Tuesday? I love that. I love your own universe. Your own universe. hmm Um, I'm trying to decide. I might do some yoga poses for each of the chakras, starting with the root chakra tomorrow. I think I'm going to do that. And so I may be on a little much earlier. It'll be before noon. If you can jump on, that'll be great. If you can't, please catch the replay. And we're going to have a good time with this ascension process. Stay focused, stay aware, and most of all, there's something about what you just said, Lance. But until the next time, my friends, namaste.